lecture. So kita akan masuk pada topik yang pertama, iaitu topik number 1 called System Concept Part 1. Okay, this is only part 1 So akan ada part number 2. Part number 2 is more on analysis. Okay, more on analysis. So part 1 is only theoretical. Okay, in this topic, students should be able to explain the operation involved in information processing cycle. Okay, nampak tu So explain the operations involved in information processing cycle. So apabila kita sebut sebagai operations, so this is verb actually. Verb means kata kerja. Isn't it? Betul tak? Betul ke kata kerja? Hello, dengar? Saya risau kamu tak dengar je ni.
Dengar sir.
Okay.
Dengar sir.
Okay. Verb is kata kerja. So everything in the computer is a operations. We call it as a operations. Okay, the first operations is a input. Okay, the first operation is an input. After the input is a process, and do the process, and after the process, it will be give the result. Okay, give an output. That's the result. Or given information. Okay, ada banyak terms ni kamu kena faham ni. So output, results, and informations. Okay, and then along with this process, okay, dia ada storage. So dia akan store. Storage mean store lah. So keep the data, keep the information, keep anything. Okay. Alright. B, you need to analyze the use of. Okay, all this operation is called information processing cycles. Okay, information processing cycle is only a terms. Okay, it's only the terms. Dia tidak ada apa maksud apa-apa. Dia hanya terms yang dipanggil untuk input, process, output and storage. Okay. So untuk part B, part number 2, system concept part 2, we will do the analysis. Okay, we will do the analysis maybe next week lah. Okay, next week. Okay, semua pernah dengar komputer, right? Semua tahu apa itu komputer. Actually, computer is not the limit only the laptop, only the PC, only the desktop, only the handphone, smartphone. No. Yes, there is a computer. Okay, smartphone is also part of the computer. Okay, what else? Camera. Okay, camera is also part of computer. And what else? Selain daripada PC, laptop, desktop, any machines that use the computer system to gain an output, okay, to produce an output, we call it as a computer. Okay, ataupun any machine ataupun any yang ada computer processor di dalamnya, we call it as a computer. Not limited only for desktop, laptop, tablet and handphone. Not this all. Okay. What is the computer? Computer is an electronic device. Electronic device. Okay, electronic device include, okay, saya baru ingat. Include calculator. Calculator also we can categorize as a computer. Okay, kemudian apa tu? Barrier gate. Barrier gates. Apabila kita nak pergi parking kereta, parking di Imago, ever semua. Maybe kamu pernah lah pergi kan? Parking Imago, dia ada barrier gate. Tahu tak? Gate tu akan naik ke atas. Bila kita ambil kad, and then dia naik di atas, and then kita boleh masuk. Okay, that is computer juga. That's box. Okay, that box is computer. Not the gate is computer. No, the box. The box is computer. The gate is an output. The gate is an output. Okay. Okay, mostly electronics devices. Okay, electronic machines, it can accept the data. It can accept the data. It can process that data. Okay, process that data, and after the finals, it will be produce the results. Okay, we produce the results. So that results, we call it as informations. Okay, computer receive the data from the outside. Okay, imagine that you are using a calculator. You are using calculator. Imagine that you are inside the calculator. You are computer that inside the calculator. And then apa yang kamu buat ialah kamu menunggu data. You are waiting for the data. Right. You are waiting for the numbers. You are waiting for the symbols. For example, saya nak buat 3 plus 1. Contoh, 3 plus 1. That means you waiting for the number 3. You waiting for the number 1. And then you waiting for the symbol plus. That is entered data. Okay. When the 3 is entered to the computer, or when the number 3 is entered into the calculator, number 4 entered into calculator, and then you receive the data. You receive that numbers. And then after that, apa yang kamu buat? Process. Do the process. Okay, do the process. Apa procedure? Procedure is adding 3 and 4. Adding 3 to 4. This is process. And what is an output? Output is a results. What is the result? 7. The result is number 7. Okay, that is a computer. How computer works. Not only the calculator, not only the barrier gate, okay, barrier parking gates. Apa lagi biasanya yang kita pakai? Smartphone, okay, smartphone, TV, televisions. We can also call it as a computer because electronic devices. Okay. Generally, computer do the following actions. Okay, as I said, the computer can accept the data. Why accept the data? Because you want to process. Why you want to process? Because you want to produce an output. Okay, produce an output, and finally, after the output is produced, so the data and the output and all the informations will stored on the storage, such as memory, hard disk, and so on. Itu kita akan pergi detail. Okay, this is a definition of the computer. Okay. Bear in mind that the computer is not only the desktop, it's not only the laptop. Okay, so semua yang berada di sekeliling kita yang menggunakan, yang bergerak secara automatik, bergerak secara digital, itu adalah komputer. Okay, so skop dia lebih luas. Okay, next. So this is a diagram for information processing cycles. The information processing cycle consists of 4 steps. Look at the diagram. Okay, it consists of 4 steps. The first step is input. The second step is process. And then after process is output. Along with input, process, and output, there is a storage. Okay. So every time the computer process data, every time computer want to produce an output, want to produce the information, it will go through all this series of IPS. Even you use the calculator just now, right? 3 plus 4, for example, 3 plus 1, and then dia akan gunakan this information processing cycles to produce an output. Okay, to produce the output. Okay, next, for example, okay, this is information. This is for information. What is information? Okay, soalan ni pernah keluar dalam exam. Okay, information is the processed, organized, or classified data. Okay, processed, organized, or classified data which is useful for the users. Okay, kalau kita lihat di sebelah sini, ini student statistics. Student statistics, this is the processed data. Okay, ini adalah processed data. Data yang telah saya proses dan dia menjadi satu graph. Okay, graph, this graph is become useful for me lah. Okay, untuk saya sebab saya nampak berapa orang yang ada di setiap kelas. Okay, dah ada K14, K04, K6 and K5 tak nampak tu. Okay, K14 ada 10. So yang paling ramai sini adalah K5 contoh This is example, contoh. So apabila ada this kind of information, this kinds of graph, so saya boleh decide. Saya boleh decide and then saya boleh make a decision. Okay, make a decision. Saya boleh tengok dia punya corak dia, okay, dia punya pattern dia. Okay, dia punya pattern, dia punya corak dia. So I can make the decisions. Okay, itu adalah fungsi, itu adalah gunanya information. Okay, to make a decisions. Okay, kalau kita tengok yang ni pula, okay, di atas tadi adalah data dan di bawah tu adalah, di atas tu adalah information dan di bawah tu adalah data. Kalau kamu lihat, data is the single items. Okay, data is a single items. We can call it as a raw data. Okay, that is single item. So, for example, there is a name, there is a metric number, there is a class and there is a session. So, this data, saya tak boleh nak buat. I can do anything too much about it. Okay, saya tak boleh nak buat apa-apa tentang data ini. Okay, tentang data ini. Because, okay, so Afiq Azudin, okay, the name is Afiq Azudin, the metric, MS, blah, 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 class, okay. Then, what should I do? What do I do about it? About this, okay. Then, when I process into information, it becomes statistic. Okay, it becomes a statistic. It's more useful untuk saya. It's more useful untuk users. So, I can make a decision. Okay, so for example here, K5. Okay, K5 is the kelas yang paling banyak sekali. Kelas yang paling banyak sekali student, K5. Kelas yang paling sikit is 14. Why K14 is paling sedikit? And then I make a decision. I make the strategies. Okay, this is the use of informations. Okay, this is the informations. This is. And this table is called data. Okay. Alright, then, okay, we're going to the first input in the information processing cycle. What is the input in computer? Okay, input in computer is about receiving data into the computer. What is type of data? Anything data you can input into computer. You can input image, you can input names. You can input the data like metric number, price, okay, price, and then apa saja, okay, every single item we call it as a data. So computer can process. For example, kalau kita pergi pada kaunter pembelian di shopping complex, kita ambil barang and then kita beli, right? And then barang itu dia ada harga. Okay, barang itu dia ada harga, let's say RM100. So that is a data. RM100 is a data. And type of barang itu yang kita ambil, types of barang itu kita ambil is also as a data. So apa yang cashier buat ialah dia akan type in harga, type in types of barang, and then dia tekan enter, keluar total. Right. So that is input. Okay, that's a input. Okay, the computer accept data from external sources or from within the system. Okay, so when we talk about external sources, dia ada device. Okay, there is a input devices. Input devices to help the human to enter the data. Human cannot enter number 4, number 3, number 1 or any data macam tu je. Cannot. So perlu ada device. Okay. The device is interface between human and the system. Okay, the device is help us to enter the data. We cannot input, simply put the 100 into the machine, into the counter, right? Put 100. How to put 100? Okay, without key in the keyboard. So we use keyboard to enter the data. We use barcode reader to enter the type of barang. That is type of input. Okay. Another types of input yang biasa kita guna lah, yang biasa kita guna is mouse. Normally mouse, kita tak boleh nak simply just sebut print, no, tak boleh. Okay, so kita kena ada mouse and then kita klik print, barulah dia akan keluar print. Right. Macam tu juga kalau we want to type the assignment, right? Type assignment. We use the keyboard as a input device, which is the keyboard help us to input the data. Okay, input the data. Alright, another input device. Okay, another input device such as the computer keyboard just now, and then barcode reader. Okay, scanner. Okay, scanner ataupun output from another system. Output from another system, it become a input from another process. Itu maksud dia. Okay, camera. Okay, camera kita boleh katakan sebagai input. So apa lagi? Input device yang kamu tahu, yang kamu faham apa yang saya terangkan tadi. What else? Input device. Sorry?
Touchpad. Microphone.
Touch pen, bukan touch pen. Touch screen. Okay, touch screen. Stylus pen. Okay, stylus pen is an input device. Touch screen is an input device. Fingerprint also input device. Fingerprint, yes. What else? Paling mudah yang kita pakai sekarang ni. Kita sedang guna this device. Apa dia? Saya sedang guna, kamu pun sedang guna.
Mikrofon.
Laptop.
Mikrofon.
Mic. Yes. Microphone. Microphone is also input device. Okay, so you need to understand the input. Input means input. Inputs mean the data from outside coming inside the computer. Okay, voice. What else? Letter, numbers, price, name. All these things is data from outside. So bagaimana data ini nak masuk ke dalam komputer dengan menggunakan input device. So macam kalau suara and then guna mic. Okay, we use mic to input the suara into computer. Okay. The second one is the process. So after the data is input into the computer, okay, after the processor, okay, setiap each of the machines, the computer machines have computer processor, which is the main task of the computer processor is to process the input data. Kalau komputer tak ada processor, itu bukan komputer namanya. Okay. For example, calculator dia ada processor di dalamnya. Dia ada processor dalam dia. Vending machine. Dah dengar vending machine? What is vending machine?
Mesin air.
Mesin air. Mesin air. So mesin air dia ada processor. When you put the amount of the money, and then amount of the money akan masuk ke dalam processor. Dia tahu berapa ringgit you masuk. When you push the button about what drink do you want, so that information akan masuk ke dalam processor. And then dia akan proses. Duit cukup ke tidak? Air ada ke tidak? Kalau duit cukup dan air ada, then dia akan produce an output. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. That is process. So every machine every computer machines, not only laptop and desktop and process and tablet and handphone, not only that, each computer machine have computer processor to process the output, to produce an output. Okay. Okay, what is the main task for the process steps? The process step is performing operation on the data. When the data is come in, and then it will process that data. Okay, based on instruction yang user nak. Based on instruction yang user nak. Kalau user nak minta 3 plus 4, and then dia akan proses adding. Kalau user minta 3 times 4, so the process is multiplication. Faham Kalau user minta 4 minus 3, then the process is subtractions. Macam tu juga dengan vending machines. When user push the button Coca-Cola, and then processor akan cari Coca-Cola. When the users ATM machines, when the users type to withdraw the money about 100, and then the processor will check the account, enough or not enough, the money, the balance of the money. Okay, and if enough, and then the computer will produce an 100. Itulah ATM machine. Macam tu juga dengan Shopee. Pernah guna Shopee lah semua?
Pernah.
Okay.
Pernah.
Shopee is the ones of the example of computer machines. Even there is no the real machine in front of your eyes. Okay, there is no the physical machine, but Shopee is one of the machine in the computer. Okay, so when you input the details, when you input the price, when you input the barang dia, and then dia akan calculate. That is the process. Calculate is a process. Calculating the total amount to be paid is the process. Okay. So this process is involve arithmetics. Arithmetics mean the mathematical operations, plus multiplication, time, division, and so on. Comparison whether not enough or enough. Okay, cukup ke tak cukup, duit dia cukup ke tak. That is comparisons. So all these things is in the processing cycle, the processing steps. Okay, and then logical operation. Logical operations mean you enter the password. You enter the password. Is it password is the password exactly this is his password matching with his account or not? Okay, this is logic. Okay, all this process is done by central processing unit. As I said just now, every machine's got CPU. Okay, every digital machine's got CPU to process an output, to process the data. Okay, that is second step. Alright, the third step. The third step is an output. When the user enter the data, and the data will receive, CPU will receive the data, CPU process the data, and then the data will process according to the user's need, and then it will produce an output. Okay, output we can call it as a results. We can call it as a informations. Okay, so results. Result dia macam yang saya sebut tadi, 3 plus 4. Result dia is a 7. Okay, and then kamu beli barang RM100, RM200, RM300. That is the data. So apabila cashier masukkan barang tersebut di dalam machine, and then they produce receipt. Receipt tu apa? Receipt is summary pembelian kamu. Okay, ataupun kamu guna ATM machine. ATM machine, kamu masukkan amount yang kamu nak keluarkan and then dia proses and then outputnya apa? Duit. Duit yang kamu dapat itulah outputnya. Kalau kamu masuk 100, keluar pun 100. Okay, and then apa lagi yang keluar? Apa outputnya? Receipt. Lagi apa outputnya? Balance. Okay, display balance. Okay, and then kalau parking, okay, kamu masuk parking, so outputnya adalah receipt, bayaran, payment receipt. Okay, that is a output. Okay, bagaimana? What is the output device? Bagaimana kita boleh dapat? Bagaimana hubungan antara processor dengan users? Bagaimana users nak tahu berapa ringgit kena bayar? Berapa jumlah amount baki dalam akaun kita? Okay, by using output devices. Okay, this is functions of output devices to tell the users that the result or the information is successful created. Okay, this is output. Okay. So for example, output device, output can be presented as many forms. Okay, as I said, it can be in the paper, receipt, paper. Okay, and then it can be form of audio, tape, beeping sound. That is an output. For example, kalau kita kat ATM kan, kita salah tekan dia akan bunyi beep. It can be the video, it can be the graph, it can be the picture, graph. Saya tunjukkan tadi, this is graph, that is information. Okay, and banyak lagi. Okay, the device that related to the output device is a printer. Printer is to produce printed paper. Okay, so dia akan keluarkan receipt, for example. And then monitor. Monitor dia akan keluarkan output result di ATM machine. Di monitor tersebut dia akan keluarkan whether success or not success. Dia akan keluarkan balance. Okay. And then also speaker. Yang sekarang ni kamu tengah dengar. That is output device. Kamu sedang mendengar suara saya yang merdu ni menggunakan speaker handphone kamu. So speaker handphone kamu is a output device. Microphone handphone kamu is a input device. Okay. Monitor handphone kamu, touch screen handphone kamu is a output device. Keypad yang kamu type dalam WhatsApp, kamu reply message saya dan sebagainya tu, that is input device. Ini smartphone, handphone kamu. Okay. So kamu kena imagine lah. So input, process, output, storage berada dekat dengan kamu. Okay, berada dekat dengan kamu. Paling dekat ialah handphone sebagai rakan kita. Okay. So this is output device. Okay, next. Okay, the last step. Actually, this is not the last step. Along with all the process, the storage is take part. Okay, so storage is about to save data or save information, to save result in the computer. Okay, there is a few devices that we save. We can call it as a storage. For example, hard disk. Okay, hard disk. Memory, ROM, pen drive, SD card, seperti yang dalam gambar ni, SD card, okay, dan sebagainya. Okay, itu adalah storage devices. Okay, so far ada soalan?
Sir,
Ya,
CPU dengan prosesor ni term yang sama kah?
tak clear lah suara kamu. Sekejap Okay, sebut semula apa dia?
CPU dengan prosesor ni dia term yang sama kah?
Okay, ada setengah orang sebut processor. ada setengah orang sebut CPU. Duanya benda yang sama. Kamu boleh jawab processor, kamu juga boleh jawab Central Processing Unit ataupun kamu jawab CPU. Ya, benda yang sama.
Okay, sir.
Ya. Okay, any question lagi? Sebelum kita buat discussion, soal questions. Tak ada? Tak
Tidak
ada.
lagi, sir.
Okey, kalau tak ada,
Tidak, sir.
sampai di sini saja kita punya part 1. Okey, lepas ni kamu ada sehingga pukul 1. Sekejap lagi saya akan bagi discussion questions untuk kamu selesaikan. Tidak semestinya siap hari ni. Okey. Kamu buat and then kalau ada, if you found any problems yang kamu tak faham, kita boleh discuss dekat group Telegram. No, Telegram payah kamu nak tanya. Kita akan discuss dekat group WhatsApp.